They say that golf is a tranquil game, designed to appeal to all that is noble in a man's soul. The kind of activity that can elevate someone to greater and greater heights of excellence. That is all true. But the veneer of civilization is thin, and sometimes a golfer can be pushed to his breaking point. How, you might ask, can such a thing be possible? In this, the most honorable of sporting endeavors. Well, it takes nothing more than this: having a bad caddy. Recently, our cameras were on hand to record up-and-coming golfer Cutter McMillan as he broke in a new caddy. The results were a calamitous event of epical proportion. Weeks after McMillan's day of horror, we interviewed both the golfer and his former caddy, Jimbo.
So I had this old caddy, Bartell, one of the greatest caddies I've ever, had by my side. But he was the kind of guy who was give us great advice, and his advice was always worth taking. And he wasn't the kind of guy who would just come up to you in the middle of your backswing, try giving you a different club when you already had the club that was, ready to be used. But tragically, he had died, and I was stuck with finding a new caddy, replacing somebody that was irreplaceable.
It didn't really take long for me to realize that I had made a huge mistake. Golf is really not my game. I'm more of a football guy. I mean, obviously you can look at me and tell I'm a former football player, and but you need a job sometimes, and sometimes you end up in a situation that becomes a nightmare, really through no fault of your own.
Jim showed a real lack of professionalism out there on the golf course. Guy was always talking on his cell phone while golfers were in their backswing, hitting on girls while he should be getting the clubs. Jim was not a good caddy by any stretch of imagination. Yeah, Jim straight sucked out there on the golf course. Truthfully, I don't even realize why the guy was a caddy in the first place. He had no business out there on the golf course.
I mean, the guy was a complete tool. I mean, how could I work for somebody like that?
The one thing out there that just really gets to me every time, walking away from the hole right after the tee off, Jim and his whistling just gets to you every time. He whistles, he's ridiculously slow. Every time putting the clubs away, trying to get back to the cart. I'm at a loss for words right now.
I thought I might be bored, but I had no idea really how bored I was going to be.
Every time I was out there on the golf course, I'd run into the bathroom for a minute. I'd come out, Jim's nowhere even to be found. The guy just disappears on me for no reason half the time.
I'm not going to lie to you. Jim likes the ladies.
At one point, I waited for the guy so long, I just up and left.
It was just a minute. He couldn't even wait a couple of minutes.
Everywhere I looked, he was hitting on that girl with the tacky sunglasses. I mean, this isn't your local pub. It's a golf course.
You're not going to believe what this guy did next.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, picking the wrong caddy can lead you down the primrose path to destruction. So remember, choose wisely, or this could be you.
So since the whole incident happened, I'm not allowed to play golf anymore. I've been kicked out. So now I'm working at the local Pipe Fitters Union 23, working in their benefits department. Just can't even really look at a golf club anymore. Jimbo.